My tips and tricks today. So my tip and trick has nothing to do with knitting, really. It could be used by any kind of crafter, any kind of artisan. And that is to a way that I like to work with people to develop their color sense. People come into the booth or come into our shop here and there's like, I just don't know what color to pick. And picking the colors is always hard. And can you help me pick colors? And I'm really happy to do that. It's one of my favorite things to do. It really is. But it's also good to develop your own sense of color. It's not something that just comes naturally. Like I wasn't born knowing how to put colors together, and neither were you. It's something that is learned. It's something that we practice and something that you develop. It's also not universal. So my color sense is going to be different than yours. And your color sense is going to be different than that friend that you go shopping with at the fiber festivals. She may pick something that's totally different than what you would like. And so you shouldn't have to depend on somebody else's color sense when you're picking out yarn or paint or fiber for spinning or fiber for making felting. You know, you should be able to rely on your own color sense. So this is what I have people do in all my classes. And the one other thing about color sense is that it really is influenced by what surrounds you. And it could be the environment, like where you live. People in Arizona have a much different color, overall color sense than people that would say live in Maryland. People in Maryland have a very different color sense than somebody who lives in Oregon. So it's based on your environment, but also what you surround yourself with. Things that you have grown up with, things that you like looking at, things that maybe have been in your family. Maybe there are pictures that have been in your family that you, that are just have become part of your soul, right? And so all those things influence your color sense. So here's what I tell people to do. You need to do a Pinterest color board. I have one, I call it Color Inspirations. And every day go in and pin at least 5 pictures into that board. I do not want you to pin yarn. Do not pin yarn. I'm talking about pin a pretty landscape or a pretty close-up. My Color Inspiration board has a lot of pretty close-ups of rust. I just love the colors that are on rusty things. There's a lot of really beautifully photographed fruit and vegetables. Not like a prepared dish that somebody did, but like just like beautiful, like all the shades of carrots, the orange carrots, the purple carrots, the yellow carrots, and they've done it with a beautiful background, those kind of things. So you go in every day, you post 5 pictures or pin 5 pictures onto that particular board. And after a while, after you've been doing that for a month, go back and look. Go back, pull up your board and look at it and see what kinds of things what am I putting there? And that's going to give you a sense of what you really like. Like for me, those rust pictures, typically they're teal and red orange, maybe a little yellow. So I have done some yarn colorways that have those 3 colors in them because they come up continually as something that I really like. I also pin a lot of floral pictures, beautiful creamy pinks and mossy greens and that kind of thing. So after about a month, go back and look at your Pinterest board, scroll through it, and really start to look and see what is my color sense. What are the things that really make your heart go pitter patter because you really love those colors. And that's how you start to develop your color sense. After that, after you have looked at that, go to your yarn collection. Do you have those colors in your yarn collection? And if so, start putting them together. Start putting together sets of 3 or 4 skeins that are in those same colors of the pictures that you pulled up. I bet you have those in there because those are the colors that have excited you. You know they go together because they're in that photograph. And then, and then keep them together. Usually when I do this, I will like put them in a Ziploc bag. If there's 3 skeins, you can do a myriad of different shawls. Same with 4 skeins. So put them together so that you remember, oh, these look really nice together and I can do something with them. So that's my tip or trick of the day.